Hi, and welcome to Knitting Downsized. This is going to be a quick recap and haul of the Southeastern Animal Fiber Fair that I attended on Friday. This is the fourth time that I am recording this, so I'm really sorry if things get sideways here in a minute. So the first place that I stopped at was Hillside Farms. It is a local farm here in North Carolina. I purchased yarn from them last year and I wanted to purchase more. I loved it. I made the ripple worsted crop top and I just absolutely love the sweater. The yarn has worn really, really well. So I wanted to purchase more yarn from them this year. They do have a website. They let me know that they're not super active on Instagram. So you guys go follow them on Instagram so that way we can encourage them to post more. I would love to see pictures of their sheep and to see the process of how they make their yarn. So not only do they have yarn, but the yarn is made from their sheep and they dye the yarn as well, which I think is just amazing. I think it's awesome to be able to support folks that do the whole spiel, the whole thing. So the first yarn that I purchased is a worsted weight yarn. It is 45% border Leicester, 45% Cormo, and 10% bamboo. This is the same mixture of yarn that I purchased last year and made the crop top with. So I wanted to purchase it again this year, but I only purchased, I believe, 2 or 3 skeins last year, and it only made the short sleeve sweater. So I wanted to purchase several more so that maybe I could make a long sleeve sweater. So I bought 5, and it's this nice neutral brownie gray. I am in love, y'all. It is definitely a heavy worsted, so I think it might be great as the Easy V by Andrea Renee Knits. I was thinking about adding my greens, my Barrett wool greens that I have left over, and maybe doing that sweater, the Easy V. So we will see, but I absolutely love it. It's super squishy and bouncy. Check them out, hillsidefarms.com. Their yarn is also super affordable. These 200-yard skeins of worsted weight were $20. So I think they should probably up their prices, but I don't want them to because it's so affordable, especially because I have to purchase, an extra skein or 2 for my size, but they do great. They do great work. So check them out. I also purchased a DK weight, which is a Cormo and nylon. I wanted to try some DK weight socks to see if I might enjoy making them. I'm sure that I will love to wear them, but I wanted to make sure that I would enjoy knitting them. So this color is Butter Mint. It's 250 yards. And growing up, we would go to the church events, potlucks and things like that. And this is the exact color of those mints that were always on the table. So I'm super excited. This also happens to be super close to the color of my cowboy boots. And I'm going to include this in my cowgirl sweater that hopefully I can start today. So it's going to be a pair of socks and cowboy boots. The next place that I stopped, because my daughter was ready to go and pet some llamas, even though there were no llamas there. And I kept telling her there were no llamas here. She was ready to go to the barn. So I had to zip through the marketplace. SAF has 2 marketplaces. They have one large building and then another large building that includes classrooms. So I don't think a lot of people go to that particular building because there are classrooms there, but there is also a great marketplace there as well with probably 50 other vendors that I think people might miss out on. So if you go to SAF next year, definitely check out both buildings. So I stopped by Leading Men. I've purchased yarn from them before. Really great quality yarn. Their colors are just exceptional. I purchased 4 skeins of their West End base. It's a worsted weight base, and I believe they're discontinuing it. They had a really great sale for SAF. So I purchased 4 skeins of the Darkest Hour, which is this really great slate gray color. I'm hoping I have enough to do a short sleeve sweater, maybe another worsted ripple crop top, because I love that pattern. If you guys haven't made it yet, definitely make it. It is very size inclusive, and I am super busty, and it fits me amazingly well. And it's something, it's very, it's like good for your brain, I think, because it's just a 2x2 rib the whole way, and it's just kind of a brain, like, you can just kind of knit away and not have to think of anything. It's a really, really nice sweater. I definitely recommend that pattern. So I think I might actually make this into that. So there's this. And Fiona was with me, my daughter. So she, of course, her favorite color is purple. I asked her to pick out a color that she would like. And of course, she picks out the brightest purple that you can find. So it is Purple Rain. Once again, the West End based leading men fiber arts. 218 yards. So I think I might put this in a sweater for her, maybe, or maybe another hat. I realize that I've only made one sweater for her, so I think maybe I'll use this with whatever leftover gray that I have to make her another sweater. She is so knit worthy. She will try to put the sweater on when it's still on the needles. Like, that's how much she loves my knitting, which I think is awesome. My son does the same, so they're definitely knit worthy, and I really enjoy making them sweaters. And they're not, I know some kiddos are a little bit picky about what wool that their sweater is made of, and it might be itchy or not, but my kiddos love anything. I've made kind of rustic wool sweaters for them, and they will wear it. It's amazing. I wouldn't think they would, but they do. So the next booth I stopped at, I wanted to get my son a felting kit to just get him interested in crafting. He does not like to craft. He hates to color. It's just not his thing. He would rather build with Legos or play with his cars, but I want to kind of encourage him to find something that's out there that he would enjoy. So we stopped at Gnome. It's a felting booth, and these are actually kits that they offer. So they do the earth, and they do this little gnome. Both of these are beginner kits that they offer. So all their kits that they have are labeled. If you ever see them at a show, they're all labeled. They provide you with all the wool that you need, directions, the needles. The only thing they don't provide is the foam stabby block that you put it on so you can kind of stab everything with. So I did purchase this separately, but I think you might not need it. Maybe you could use cardboard. I've never felted anything before, so I did purchase it just because it seemed like I needed it. So Going Gnome, awesome company. They had some felted items that I believe you could purchase, but what was really, really amazing, they had a dragon there that was 38 inches tall, so as tall as my daughter, and it was sitting on one of their tables. It was perfection. Like, I cannot imagine having just the patience and the talent to do this dragon. This is a picture. They put a little postcard in your bag of the dragon. This is the dragon. It's over 3 feet tall, and it is just gorgeous. I took a picture of my daughter with it. I'm going to post it on my Instagram, Knitting Downsized. Check us out over there on Instagram. It was just a gorgeous, gorgeous dragon. I believe they offer kits of it as well. Just the talent, just seeing it up close, and how each scale was individual, and each scale was like a little bit different color and had shading in it. It was just absolutely gorgeous. So we purchased a very beginner kit because I can knit all day, but I've never felted before. So we purchased the rock monster. So this little guy came home with us. Once again, it includes all the wool that you need, directions, the felting needles, and the batting. Oh, it's all the wool. That's what batting is. I was just confused. So this is the kit that we purchased. My son's already seen it and he is super excited to start it. So maybe we'll do this on like a rainy Saturday or something. And if he doesn't like it, then I think it would be something really cute for me to enjoy and to maybe open up the door to felting. So we stopped there, did that, and we went to the other barn and walked through there. My daughter was like ready to go see some llamas. So we stopped at the Bernard Family Farm booth, and it was an alpaca booth. I don't really have a whole lot of alpaca yarn. It seems like it's super warm and super drapey, and here in Western North Carolina, it does get very cold, but inside, most places have the heat on super high, and it seems like maybe an alpaca sweater might be too warm for here, but maybe not. I did purchase 2 skeins of their alpaca, and it's alpaca and sari silk. It's worsted weight, 150 yards, and it's this really awesome, it reminds me of peppermint bark. So it's got these blips of red. It's pink with like these really cool blips of red. I'm excited to try and maybe do a pair of alpaca socks, like bed socks. I think the sari silk might give it the alpaca the strength that the socks might need to have. So I think I'm going to search for a pair of bed socks or like thick socks to make with this. I might make a hat as well. I think it would be super warm, and it's so soft. Check them out. I don't know if they have a website, but I'm sure they do. Bernard Family Farm, and they're out of Illinois. They had a lot of natural alpaca color or shades, I believe, and not a whole lot of colors, but they had lots of options. They actually had several of my knitting students went at the same time that I was there, and they purchased, it was a ball of alpaca fur that they had tied like a piece of leather to, and it had sticks and leaves and all these really cool things in it. So it was just like this big ball of alpaca, and they sold that as bird nesting. So you can hang it up in your tree outside, and the little birds will come and pick pieces of alpaca off for their nest. So I thought that was really super neat. So that's all my haul. That's all I purchased. I was really, really good. I did get the bag, but the bag was free. So I didn't purchase a bag. I was really excited. I did stop by Cottontail Farms. Their bags are just absolutely amazing. I took some pictures. I'm going to post those onto Instagram as well, so you guys can see more of the bags that she offers. She had a whole booth full of the Harris tweed bags. It was just gorgeous. I walked through and then immediately walked out because I was not buying another bag this time. I do want to tell you guys a quick funny story. We went and checked out the sheep. My daughter had never really seen sheep up close, and I wanted her to see where Mama's yarn comes from, and we got to see several folks had their spinning wheels out, so she really enjoyed seeing folks spin. And so I thought, let's go see the sheep. Let's see where the yarn comes from. So we went into the barn that they had some sheep in. I don't think everybody was there quite yet because we were there kind of right at opening on Friday. And we were walking down the aisles of their little sheep pens. And I said, oh, this one, let's see this one. And it was a big furry sheep. It was probably as big as my daughter. It was huge. And we walked up to it, and it bleated in her, I guess that's what the term is. It bawed in her face. That's what she keeps telling everybody. And it was so loud, it made me jump, and it scared her, and she started crying. It was, yeah, it was kind of like terrifying to her. So I kept trying to encourage her to see some of the other sheep. There was a couple other sheep that were quiet that didn't baa. And so she finally came over and got to pet them, and she really enjoyed that until another one that was a couple pins down started to baa, and so we had to get out of there. She was done. We got to see the sheep for about 5 minutes, and she was done very quickly. She wanted to see the llamas that weren't there, that I never told her were there. But I guess she just maybe thought that they were there. She kept saying that they were going to spit on her, but no llamas, just some sheep torture. Oh my goodness. I think it's going to be something that she remembers for the rest of her life, that this giant sheep bawed right in her face. So, thanks for watching today, and I hope you enjoyed my quick video about my haul. Check out these companies. I really encourage you guys to shop small. I love commercial yarn, and I love big companies, but I think now's the time to support some of these local business or smaller farms and local to me businesses. So thanks for stopping by today. I hope you're having a really great Sunday, and check us out on Instagram, Knitting Downsize on Instagram. I'm going to post some quick videos of SAF as well as some of the pictures of the vendors so you guys can see the actual folks from Hillside. I took a picture with them, and some pictures from Cottontail Farms. So check us out over there. I hope you guys have a wonderful week this week. Enjoy your knitting, and yeah, have just a great day. Thank you. Bye.